Hello and welcome to another SkaredCast Battle Report. Today, we play No Man's Land. Let's dive in.
The Dark King.
Hello everyone and welcome to another SkaredCast Battle Report.
Hello.
This is John the Necron,
Your favorite Kron.
the favorite Necron. I'm Skari. This is a throwback mission.
Oh my gosh, it's been so long.
How long has it been?
Today marks 4 years since our first game together.
4 years, which was awesome. So John had a great idea. He was like, I have pictures of this game. Because we didn't film it. It wasn't filmed.
No.
We took pictures. And he's like, my army was this army. And your army was this army. And he was like, let's make the 9th edition versions of our army and have a throwback battle report.
Oh, hopefully. Oh, there's been lots of skill gained, but and a couple of the armies are prettier. A couple of the models are prettier. But it's still the same old game.
I love it. So you're going to get to see the picture of our armies while we showcase the armies. So you can see the old versus the new. I'm excited.
Oh, it's going to be incredible.
Enjoy the battle report, everybody, and let's dive right in. And the Nostalgia Battle Report begins with an army that looks very similar to the army that I played with John, or against John, all those years ago. Instead of a small raider that was converted to look like a Tantalus, I decided to bring an actual Tantalus, because why not? This is a double patrol army with Cabal of the Black Heart and Cult of the Red Grief. That's right, no strife here. Cult of Red Grief. We have Drazar, though being the leader of that patrol, 5 of his trusty incubi, 10 witches with a blast pistol, a raider. That's right, this is one of the newly painted raiders, as you can see there. Oh yeah, the entire army is going to look like these when I'm finished. So a raider, which is going to be Red Grief, 10 Hellions, also painted up in the new scheme, a Beast Pack Master, and 6 Chimera. There you have it. That's Cult of Red Grief. And then Cabal of the Black Heart. I'm running a Void Raven Bomber with D-Scythes and the missiles. 5 Shadowy Mandrakes. The Forge Willed Tantalus. 6 Cabalite Warriors. And of course, a Core of the Archon with a Slith, Lamian, and 2 Urguls. And Archon Skari himself with a Blast Pistol, Gin Blade, and Hatred Eternal as his Warlord trait. And there you have it. 1,500 points of nostalgic goodness. Let's take a look at what John has brought, but let us know down below. What do you think of this style of game? It's really cool. I'm really excited about playing it. And here we have John the Necron's Nostalgia 40k army. John, take it away.
Oh, it is a blast from the past. In the previous rendition of this list, we had 80 warriors, but 9th has been very friendly to us, so we're down to 60 warriors.
I love how that was very sarcastic.
We have our Overlord with his Resurrection Orb and War Scythe, and he'll be running the new Sovereign Coronal, so the Zarakan Dynasty. We have the new model, thank you G-Dubs, of Illuminor Caesaris. And then we have 4 Scarabs and a very newly chonked up Nightbringer. He is increased by 200 points from the last time he was played in this list.
But I believe he's a heck of a lot scarier than he was.
Quite a bit.
Last but not least.
Oh yeah, my 60 warriors. 3 blobs of 20. Thankfully, I'm sure to Skari's chagrin, there aren't 80 of them this time.
Absolutely. Slowly getting them rebased, but they're going to look awesome once they're all in or rebased. So, cut John some slack, yos. The Necrons march to war. We are playing No Man's Land out of the book. Why? Because it is a throwback battle report. So what better throwback than the 9th edition rulebook missions that nobody plays anymore? Because everybody plays GT mission pack. Unless you don't. In which case, give a thumbs up for the Eternal War Strike Force missions. Following a bloody skirmish over a vital objective in No Man's Land, 2 forces have withdrawn to the relative safety of their own lines to rearm and reinforce before venturing forth once again to attempt to claim the prize, or at least deny it to the enemy. If a unit has a pre-game rule that allows it to set up anywhere on the battlefield, it must be set up wholly within your deployment zone. If a unit has a pre-battle rule that allows it to make a move, it must end this move wholly within your deployment zone. AKA, you cannot leave your deployment zone during deployment. Dun, dun, dun. Victory points are taken hold, so control 1, control 2, or control more. 4 points, and the secondary objective for this one is No Man's Land. If you control the central objective marker, you score a number of victory points equal to the current battle round number. And that's at the end of each of your turns. So holding the middle at the end of your player turn. Okay, let's dive in to the game. There's 5 objectives. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 back over here. Very cool. And it is deployment time. In true Drukhari fashion, I am hiding. But we have the Hellions. They rolled +1 strength, +1 attack for their combat drugs. So they're super fast, super strong, lots of attacks. I have the 5 Incubi, the 6 Cabalite Warriors, the 4 Court of the Archon models, and the 1 Archon to have 16 models inside of that Tantalus. The Beast Pack Master, and 5 Hellions, and 6 little beasties over here. The Beast Pack Master did roll drugs as well. Got +1 leadership, +1 weapons, +1 leadership, +1 ballistic skill, and +1 attack, which is kind of handy. That's why I like rolling. Then we have the Witches and Drazar in the Raider. The Witches rolled +1 strength and +2 inches of movement, or +1 attack, +2 inches of movement, which means they're super fast as Red Grief. And then the Void Raven Bomber. And that's that. John Necron.
We have 20 warriors. We have 20 more warriors.
Yeah.
We have a further 20 warriors.
Yep.
Caceres, Overlord, Nightbringer.
Yep. And the
and some
Scarabs.
Scarabs.
Yeah, there you go. The Scarabs at the back, holding the back objective through this dense terrain, hoping they don't get Tantalus to death. Okay, John, are you excited?
Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, it brings back memories of awful
I love
list
it.
building.
As you were deploying, you're like, this list was terrible.
It's so bad.
It's so bad. I'm like, back in the day, I used to have a small, you saw the double Raider with a double hull, and it was because I loved the Tantalus, but I couldn't afford one. So now I actually have a Tantalus. So I was like, I'm not taking the little one, I'm taking the actual Tantalus.
No more baby Tantalus.
No, Archon Skari's not going to go back and use his old Volkswagen Beetle when he can drive his Lambo. Come on. That's how it works. Not that I don't like. I think Volkswagen Beetle's a pretty sturdy car. Just saying. Okay, we're going to roll, and winner's going to choose to go first or second, because we're going full throwback time. I rolled a 4 to your 5. You are in control, my good sir.
Oh, I will let you
Don't
go
you
first.
dare.
Oh, yeah.
He would too. Absolutely love it. Okay, so with that, let's dive. Because you're secondary. So the secondaries you took are attrition. So basically kill more than me every battle round. Which by going second, it's going to be super easy. You've also put your protocols down already. You've got kill the warlord.
Yes.
Like you just want to murder Skari. Excellent. And what else?
The mission objective.
Oh, that's right. Hold that at the end of the player turn.
So at the end of every player turn, you get points equal to whatever round it is.
Oh, very cool. So first turn is first battle round, second turn is 2, 3. Okay. Well, that makes sense. So it's not as useful right now as it will be on turn 5.
Correct.
I like it. Okay, which for the lumbering Necrons actually works out quite nicely. I've picked kill models. So like Reaper, because they're going to come back. So I get multiple points for killing multiples. I picked kill stuff in close combat, because I do have witches. And I get 1 point for at the end of the battle round if I killed a unit in combat. 3 points if I killed a character or monster. So there's some points, but I just have to be smart with how I do that. And what else do I have? I have
also took
the mission one. Okay, which is definitely what I decided to do. Other than that, enjoy the recap bat rep. End of the movement phase. As you can see, Archon Skari and his Tantalus, because of Cabal Blackheart, can advance and charge. 28-inch move with the Tantalus to just get stuck in. Why not? Let's see what happens. The Nightbringer's right there. So, terribly dangerous. I did use my enhanced sails to bring this Raider with Witches up and just tow in that objective. Or tip in that objective. Tip in the objective. The Hellions just kind of moved in the back. These puppies kind of moved up. I put my Mandrakes back into the shadows. And my Beastpack Master just moved up and got onto that objective as well. Okay, so just putting pressure on the Necrons. Let's do some shooting. And that's the end of the turn. The Tantalus shot and killed all the Scarabs. just nuked him. It was great. 2 damage, did exactly enough wounds to kill all of them, which was great, even hitting on 4s. Then I did the mistake of shooting that one. The bomber actually took 3 models from this one, 4 models from that one, nothing from there, and put 4 wounds on the Overlord. Mm-hmm. However, the 5-up ignore mortal wounds is quite good. Yeah.
Thank you, 9th edition.
Thank you, 9th edition, which is good. Not something that you had before.
No.
And then you were able to... I shot over here with 2, and you actually lost 2, and they reanimated, so you were able to block off my charge to the second unit. So I was only able to charge 1 unit, not both. I shouldn't have shot with him. That was a mistake. Other than that, I did shoot over here, and you brought 1 guy back. So other than that, we're diving into your first turn. You do owe me morale. You lost 6 models there. And you're just going to take it. He's fine. Yeah. That's a 2.
That's all right.
So with that, we dive into Necron turn 1. Let's see how this goes. End of the turn. So shots, put some wounds on it. Nightbringer then charged in and murdered it. And it exploded, and it didn't explode. It just died. And 3 of the Cabalite warriors got out. And over here, nothing happened there. So I need a morale test over here. From the Cabalite warriors, 4, 5, 6, 7, they are okay. Which does mean I have Obsec and 4 models tier 1. So I hold it.
All right.
Yes. I also hold. So then we start my turn. Battle round number 2. But the Incubi there, the core of the Archon, Slith, Urgle, Archon Skari, baiting the Nightbringer to come in and give me free wounds in his fight phase. He decided not to go for the bait.
Not today.
Not today. He's like, I really want to. But I'm not going to.
It is a different game than 4 years ago.
It is definitely a different game. Okay, what's your protocol?
I go into a second round of reanimation protocol.
Okay, so reroll the reanimation. I like that, actually. That's annoying. That's really annoying. Okay, so there are 14 warriors left here, 18 warriors left there, and 20 warriors left there. With that, let's dive into the game. I do get a 15, though. Because I do get quite a decent amount of... I have 1, 2, 3. Yeah. I like it. Okay, end of the movement phase. Hellions advanced and did an eviscerating flyby onto the warriors. Killed 7. Oh my gosh. Amazing. John actually rolled terrible for his field nothings. The Incubi over here, the Slith, the Archon, they've all kind of moved up. The Mandrakes have come in now. They've deep struck with outside of 9 with Nightbringer, and the Voidwind Bomber has arrived as well. The aim is to try and at least kill them so they don't come back, and then potentially charge and do some damage there, while the Witches and Drazar have gotten out on this side of the Raider. and ready to go do some shenanigans on that side. So with that, let's dive into the shooting phase. End of the shooting phase. Well, because there were only 6 left, the Void-Riven Bomber with his missiles shot and killed the last of the warriors there. Rolled quite well. And then we had the Mandrakes put 3 wounds on Nightbringer. 2 mortals and 5 saves. So they did all the work on Nightbringer in the shooting phase. And over here I killed, I think, 1 or 2. And that's it. So we're going to go into charge. Cool thing about bodyguard units like the Slith is the Archon can't be targeted by ranged attacks, which means I can charge and it ignores Overwatch. So Archon Skari will be charging that giant that giant block of warriors, John, and there's nothing you can do about it. Okay, 10 inches. Okay, end of the combat phase. Drazar was able to kill a few. The witches killed a few, but they attacked and then spent a CP to get back into their transport, which is actually a really cool mechanic. I haven't really seen that mechanic before. That instead of consolidating normally, if there's a transport, they're all within 6 of the transport, they can just get back into the transport, which keeps them alive, which is actually really neat. They can't get like fallen back or interrupted or anything. It's really annoying. Drazar took 2 wounds on the Overwatch and then killed a bunch of them. They did fail morale, but there are still 5 of them remaining. And over here, this massive combat, I killed quite a few. However, there's a resurrection orb nearby, and they're going to be coming back. Nightbringer did take a few wounds from the Hellions, and he killed 3 of the Hellions in return as well. So I did do -1 to hit the Hellions, and they passed their morale. So Nightbringer's down to 4 wounds remaining. He'll be going up to 5 at the start of the Necron turn. And we've got about 10 reanimation protocols on this warrior blob over here. So let's take a look at what happens. Archon Skari did not take a wound from his Gin Blade, but he killed like a bunch of Necron warriors with his Hatred Eternal Gin Blade as well. So with that, let's dive in to turn number 2 for the Necrons.
Yay!
The Necron tiers, end of the movement phase. Fall back from this squad of warriors after gaining 2 from Caesaris. Illuminor, right?
Correct.
Then Illuminor blessed them, gave them +1 ballistic skill, because that's excellent when you fall back from combat.
Isn't it?
It's right. Then we had all but 1 Necron warrior come back. So there's 19 now. And including Caesaris bring D3 back. So the Resurrection Orb proving its worth. And then the Nightbringer put 1 mortal wound on the Hellions, and then 3 mortal wounds on Archon Skari, almost killing him, because Archon Skari has 1 wound left. So with that, we move into the shooting phase. The legacy bat rep continues, right, John?
Continues is a strong word.
Yes, almost over, as we can tell. Although Drazar did die to a basically last cannon shot from Caesaris, which was really cool. The Nightbringer did, and the Overlord charged in, killed all but 1 of the Hellions, and they passed their morale. And the Hellions did put 2 more wounds on Nightbringer. 3 more wounds, sorry, so he's got 2 wounds remaining. And then over here, as you can see, Archon Skari died to a bunch of warriors, but the Incubi and the Urgles and Slith just nuked everything else. Just reanimations were not the Necron friends today in that close combat. But he did get my Warlord, so he's up on that secondary. So with that, let's dive into turn number 3 for the Drukari. End of the movement phase. The Incubi are going to go try and kill the Overlord. The Mandrakes and the Hellion have gotten ready to charge into the Nightbringer to essentially try and take him down in combat as well, because I have killing things in combat secondary, even though it caps at 4 per battle round. Then I've got, they're going to basically go over here, and I've got my guns ready to shoot at Caesaris. Okay, so with that, shooting phase and combat. We'll be back. And that is game, right, John?
Oh, that is a game.
It was a game. Nostalgia Game 101. We'll be back with an after-action report. The Witches jumped in, killed all the Necron Warriors after Blast Pistol, Void Raven Bomber, and Lance took down the Illuminor. The Helion took the last 2 wounds off the Nightbringer, who exploded, killing 3 mandrakes, and then the Incubi just like decapitated the Overlord. No, there are no command points left for John, so he doesn't have any. He can't bring the Warlord back. And over here, they just kill that warrior over there. So with that, it is the end of the game. Nostalgia Central.
So bad.
so bad. But it was 4 years ago that John and I, to the day, had our first game. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. We'll be back with a little after-action report. That's a game.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh. Everybody, there's going to be so many comments being like, it's Drukari, blah, 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 Drukari.
I'm having flashbacks here. Years and years of comments of, I see the loss in deployment. No. 60 warriors in a list. We have grown far beyond this.
Oh, man. Thank you so much for thinking about this, John. It was really fun.
So much fun.
I hope you all enjoyed it. So thanks a lot for tuning in. Of course, if you haven't already, make sure you check out John Necron on Twitch.
Yeah.
Where you, every Thursday and Sunday.
We stream Warhammer on Thursdays and we play Dungeons and Dragons on Sundays.
Oh, for more.
Ooh.
Yeah, the Dungeons and Dragons campaign we've been playing for like 18 months now.
We're closing in on almost 2 years.
Oh my goodness, it's been so fun. I play half orc, fighter, cleric.
And I play a tabaxi sorcerer who is always up to no good.
Filthy cat person over here who just turns everything on fire.
Oh, it's delicious.
Other than that, a huge shout out to all of you. Thanks for tuning in. If you'd like to support the channel, the link's down below to the Patreon, where there's exclusive content, a really cool Discord community, and all that good stuff as well. Links to John Necron's channel will be down there as well, so check it out. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you thought about the throwback bat rep. There are a few that we could do, like the defense of the Black Templars defending the big bastion thing. That was fun.
We must.
It exploded, remember? And it killed a whole bunch of stuff.
Coming up next, remastered.
Remastered. I love it. Have a good happy wargaming, as we say at Mini Wargaming. Bye, everybody. Bye. The Dark Kid indeed.